Hi my sweet friends, and welcome back to The Soul of a Knitter. My name is Annelie Thomasson and I am a knitwear designer living in the south of Sweden. I think I can call myself a knitwear designer now, because I don't know if you have seen this sweater before, but this is my contribution to the book that everyone is talking about, 52 weeks of sweaters. So this is Bore. It's not pronounced Bore, it's pronounced Bore. And it is named after a fairy tale person because here in Sweden sometimes we're talking about winter as a person, and that person is called King Bore, or Kung Bore in Swedish. So that King Bore is personifies the cold winter, the north wind, the snow, and when he arrives, you know that winter is here. And we are still in deep winter, even though the light has started to return, which is amazing. Last week we did have a couple of days with cold weather, but the sun was shining from a clear blue sky and the birds were singing, and you can feel that the spring is starting to closing up. So yeah, but this is named after King Bore, the winter. I just stand up so you can see. This is a round yoke, colorwork yoke, and we have balloon sleeves with colorwork on the sleeves as well. And I thought I should show you the picture that I will not show. I will hold like this so you can't see the pattern. But that is the photo that Line took, and it's beautiful. And I am super proud to be a part of this book. And it is so fun to have this copy. It's so many beautiful designs in this. If you have the opportunity to grab one, do so, because there are probably a lot of sweater patterns that you will that you want to knit. So yes, This one is knitted in Finull from Raumagarn. I shouldn't have shut the book down, because there is where I have the colors. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I did put a oh, here it is, because I don't have the numbers. Let's see. This brown is dark brown or mörkbrun, and that is number 422, and the white one is natur or natural white, and that is color number 401. So there you have. This is a sport weight yarn. I used 3 millimeters, that is US 2.5 for the stockinette, and 3.5 millimeters on the color work, and that is a US 4. So there you have it. Yes, it has happened a lot since I recorded it last time. I did plan to record 2 weeks ago, but then I thought to myself, I do not watch YouTube during the Winter Olympics because I'm watching the Olympics. So I guess a lot of other people are doing the same. So I thought I would wait to record until the Winter Olympics was over. I hope that is all right with you. It has happened a lot since the last time. This one is, the book is now out in the world, and if I have understood it right, the first and second copy of this is sold out. So if you want it, you need to buy it from the third print copy, and that is super cool. I got a mail from Lena Publishing saying that has never happened before. They have never sold this many books this quick in the history of the 52 Weeks series. So that is very cool, I must say. But I have had 2 pattern releases during this period since I recorded it last time. I have released this, and this is Ringrostig sweater. I will say though, I will link to everything in the description box below. There you'll find my Instagram, my Ravelry, you will find links to the pattern that I can link to. So this one will be a link below. This is Ringrostig sweater. This sweater I made in a collaboration with a Swedish yarn brand called Avelsås Ull och Inredning. So this is their 2-ply Gotland yarn, and this is so beautifully, you can see the halo, maybe you can. It's just a wonderful yarn to work with. It's rustic, but still it's very soft. The sweater is very soft, but yes, of course it is a little itchy. Not I don't mind it. I prefer a little itchier yarn because I think itchier yarn is how should I say this? I think they will get this patina. Is that the English word? I don't know. But this, I think they will sometimes get prettier and prettier the more wear they get. If you have a soft yarn, I think they lose their shape easier. So I think this one will hold its shape for a long time. And this is a rusty red, and then you have this natural gray Gotland color, and then we have a beautiful yellow color. So yeah, so you can see it's color work on the yoke and on the sleeves. And this is also 3mm needle, 2.5 US 2.5 in the stockinette. Color work 3.5mm US 4, and for the ribbing 2.75mm, and I think that is a US 2. Yes, it is. So that one is out in the world. Yeah. And I have also released I dropped it on the floor. A shawl pattern that I did in a collaboration with Spin Cycle Yarns. So, sorry. This is Birka shawl. And I just love this. This is a big shawl. I think it's wonderful to have, the play between the stripes and the dots like this, and the spin cycle color are just amazing. So this one is knitted in their yarn dyed in the wool in the color Something Wicked. And I had 2 skeins of that, and I paired it with Rauma Finull. This is the same yarn as my sweater, the dark brown one. And I knitted until my contrast color ran out. So that is, you can modify this as you want. So this is sport weight fingering. I should go like this, you can see. It's ending with a ribbing. Yeah, so this is just lovely. And I like especially how the contrast, it's high contrast, and then I got this low contrast section. And yeah, I think it's so fun to knit with Spin Cycle yarns. And I also made one in a worsted weight. So this one, you use the same pattern, but you change the yarn weight and the needle size. So this one is a worsted weight, and this is the Spin Cycle Dream State, color Ghost Ranch, and the main color is Cumbria from the Fiber Company, and the color is Hollyberry. Sadly, the Fiber Company has told that they will no longer produce yarns. So this one will be out of stock soon, but you can use I think maybe heavy merino from Knitting for Olive. So this is also, I think it's so wonderful with the colors and the stripes and the dots, and this one is really big and cozy. It's, yeah, love it, love it, love it. This will be perfect summer nights. When you're out, you only have a thin dress on, and in the evenings it will be a little colder, and then you can just put this over your shoulders, and it's so soft and cozy, and yeah, yeah, I'm really proud of this one. The pattern is, as I said, out in the world. It's released, and I will link to it below. Yes, last time I showed you this. I made a cowl, Ringrostig Cowl, which is the same as the sweater I just showed you. I had some yarn left over, so I made this cowl. And I also wanted to make one in another type of yarn. So this is a sport weight merino. So I finished this one. So this is knitted in a yarn that I had in my stash. This is soft merino thin from Imagine Wool. And this is the olive color. The yellow one is ochre, and the black one, I think it's called the dark one. So, and I like the way I said this last time, but I like how this is so high contrast and just you can see the stitch definition. But on this one, you can't see it that easily, and that I think that is stunning as well, because it's more like this watercolor effect. You know, it blends together more than this. So you can get, depending on what yarn you use, you can get two different looks. I did change, you maybe can see that, but I think this section here became a little long, so I shortened it. So in the pattern it will be this shortened section here. Yeah, so that is a finished object, and this pattern will be out mid-March, something like that. I don't have the date, but mid-March. Yeah, maybe 10th. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say any date, because then I get stressed. Yes, that is what I have finished and released. I do have some things that I am working on. Last time I showed you a hat with a cable that you started from the top and worked down. And I said that I was gonna knit another one. I have not. And the reason for that is quite a thick hat, and I don't want to do that right now. I want to knit things that are a little more spring vibe to it. So I think I will put that one on hold, and I will because I started to knit on it and I did it wrong. I couldn't read my notes right, and I had to frog it, and I was no, I don't want to knit on a thick hat that is more winter hat. Now when we are closing up to spring, I want to knit some lighter things instead. Oh, I just forgot. I forgot one project. Yeah, I will get that later. But I will just quickly show you this. I showed you this last time, a sock where I have rib and cable. This is knitted in sock yarn from Limo Design, a Swedish yarn dyer. The color is Bråka inte med Monica. I think it's a beautiful burnt orange color. I love it, and I will just say that I have started the second one. Not very far, but yeah. It's on the needles. I will go grab one project that I'm back. So this is a shawl. See if I can pull it out a little so you can see it clearly. This is a shawl that I'm working on. It's going to be a one skein shawl. So this is a lace pattern. I have used this lace pattern in a tank top before, so I'm using it again. And here we just have garter stitch. So I will knit like this until my skein of yarn runs out. This yarn is the softest yarn you can imagine. This is Fino from Manos del Uruguay. And this is 70% merino wool and 30% silk. And it is 450 meters per 100 gram, and that is 490 yards. I'm not very good at this yard meter thing, but it says so on the label. So yeah, this yarn, I think, maybe I should say the colorway. This is Antique Lace, number SF409. Yeah, there you have it. So this is this beige and blue and light brown, maybe grayish. Kind of like I think it's hand dyed actually. So yeah, this is fun. We'll see how big it will get. Yes, that is one that I am working on. I do have also started a cardigan. So this, I have knitted the yoke. Let's see if I can, like this. I do have a series of garments that is called Smörblomma. I have a fingering weight tee. I have a worsted weight sweater. I have a hat, and now I am knitting a cardigan. So this will be a pattern, but this will be a little different because I used the kinda, I would say it's not exactly the same pattern here in the yoke, and then I will do some, it will be an all over color work cardigan, and it will be steeked. You can see the steek stitches here. The yarn that I am using is Finul from Roma, and the colorway is, sorry, it is lysgråmelat, or marled light gray if I translate it, number 403. And the contrast color is Dyed in the Wool from Spin Cycle Yarn, and this is the colorway God, what is the colorway? Sorry for more printed. See if I can find it. Is it Dirty Little Secret? Is that? Oh no, this was bad. Let me see here. There's a little secret. So here you can see it's a lot of orange, but also this, I wouldn't say this more like purpley cranberry maybe. Yeah, it's a beautiful color, and it gets, I think it's getting, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm dropping everything. I think it gets this beautiful shade. As you can see, there are some little green colors, and I will continue on here with a sage green contrast color. So I think this will be quite lovely. That is what I'm working on, that is my designs. I do wanted, because a couple of weeks ago I was very low on energy. I had finished all my things that I wanted or needed to do for work, and I felt a little drained. So I wanted to cast something on. There was an easy knit. I could follow someone else's pattern, and I have eyed this pattern since it was released, I think maybe a year ago, and I thought it was so simple but yet so beautiful, and so I decided to cast that one on, and that is this. Let me see the name so I don't. The Upland scarf by Tanya Barley. So this is it. I don't know if it shows. I will put up a picture of her shawl so you can see how it looks. But you start. You start with this point here, and then you knit back and forth and increase, and then you add this other color, and you still increase, and then you go to a section where it's just straight. But then here you can see I have started to increase this and decrease the other color. Hers is knitted in a rustic yarn, I think in her homespun yarn, and I think that rustic look is, you know, the dot over the I don't know if you say that in English, but that is a saying we have in, you know, that is what's making it the extra. I was a little tired of, because I often knit in rustic wool, and I just wanted to knit in a soft yarn that was just buttery. So I had this in my stash. This is yarn that I dyed myself several years ago, because if you've been here, you know that I dyed yarn earlier. I don't do that anymore, but I still have some of the yarn in my stash. So I used, this is a merino that I use for this one. So it will get really soft, and it will get really big, because I think I am at, yeah, halfway point about, yeah. So this will be crossed over and it will end the same way like this, but the opposite. So this has been perfect knitting when I was watching the Olympics, because my hands could work and I still could, you know, concentrate on the telly. So yeah. Well, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah. I hope you're all doing fine. I hope you're all... Oh my god, is it snowing outside now? No, maybe... Yeah, a couple of snowflakes is falling down the sky. Yes, I hope everything is fine with you, and I really wish you a wonderful day, and take care of yourself. Bye.